I was 28 years old, still single. A friend of mine convinced me to go see a psychic. The psychic said to me, "They're telling me you need to pay attention to Brian." I said, "Who are they and how do they know Brian?" How could she know I had just started dating a guy named Brian who seemed terrific? A few weeks later, I get an email about a bargain trip to Israel. I love a bargain, and Brian encourages me, and so I sign up for this 10-day trip to Israel. I slept the entire flight and woke up a little bleary-eyed in Tel Aviv and went to the baggage carousel, and I had this fanny pack camera bag that I was trying to attach, and a guy from the trip came over to me. His name is Todd, and he introduces himself, and he seems like a nice guy. He was good looking, muscular, friendly, funny, and we sort of hit it off, and he helped me with my luggage, so he was a gentleman. A friendship formed and maybe a little romance, and so we hiked Masada together, and he took his shirt off because, it was hot out. And I have a picture of that because, of course, I had my camera bag with me. We swam in the Red Sea together. We both got stung by jellyfish, and he offered to pee on my leg, which apparently is what you do for a jellyfish sting, but I said, no, thank you. And so at the end of the trip, we had to decide, does what stay in Israel happen in Israel stay in Israel, or do we continue at home? And also, what do I say to Brian? I did break up with Brian, although I didn't tell him the truth. I used the, it's not you, it's me line. And during that time, I saw the psychic again. And I said to the psychic, "What do you make of this? You told me to listen to Brian. And I met this guy, Todd." And she said, "Once you have steak, you can't go back to hamburger." So, not sure exactly what that means, but I did pick the steak. And after that magical trip in Israel, Todd and I have been married for almost 16 years, and we have 3 beautiful children. And I would tell my children, go to Israel, especially if it's a bargain, and say yes to adventure, because you never know what life's going to bring you. And I love that quote, "Man plans, God laughs," which is so true.